फ्रेंड्स, इसके पहले हमने हेड्स ऑफ इनकम के बारे में बातें की थी, जिसमें हमने बताया था कई तरह के इनकम के हेड्स। उसमें से कैपिटल गेन भी था। हम बात करेंगे आज उसी कैपिटल गेन के बारे में। लेकिन यहां जो मुझे स्लाइड पे मैं दिखा रहा हूं, उसमें कैपिटल गेन के साथ कैपिटल लॉस भी लिखा हुआ है। आखिर ये सवाल उठता है कि वहां हमने कैपिटल गेन की बातें की केवल, यहां कैपिटल गेन कैपिटल लॉस दोनों की बातें कर रहे हैं। इसका कारण यह है कि वो जो बताया था हमने, इनकम का हेड्स बताया था, लॉस नहीं होता है इनकम, इसलिए हमने उसको कैपिटल लॉस वहां नहीं दिखाया था। लेकिन यहां चर्चा इसलिए कर रहे हैं कि चूंकि कैपिटल एसेट का ट्रांसफर जब करेंगे हम, हो सकता है कि गेन होगा तो उस पर टैक्स लगेगा, लॉस होगा वो लॉस है, या तो एप्रोप्रिएट होगा या वो कैरी फॉरवर्ड होगा। सो हियर कैपिटल गेन इज द प्रॉपर्टी one earns on the sale of an asset, and if there is no gain, it will be termed as capital loss. Basis of charge of capital gain is profit or gain arising from transfer of capital assets. It appears from this definition that for capital gain or capital loss, there are three essential items, and they are: the first one, either capital gain or loss would occur only if there would be a capital asset. Thereafter, it would be transferred, and after that, we will compute that whether we gained or we incurred loss. Under normal circumstances, we think that if sale proceed is more than the purchase price, it would be gain, and reverse of it would be loss. It appears that it is correct, but so far as for the purpose of capital gain, it is not correct. That we will discuss in some other video. So here there are three essential elements for capital gain or loss. The first one is capital asset. Without capital asset, there would be no capital gain or loss. If it is not being transferred, there would be no capital gain or loss. And after that, we will compute it. Now, the important thing, that what is capital asset? As it sounds, everybody knows what is capital asset. Here also, property held by assessee related or not related with his business is called capital asset. It's simple, very simple it is. It may be movable, immovable, tangible, intangible. I know tangible that we can touch, movable that moves. It includes land, building, goodwill, plant machinery, shares, investment, and so on. One more thing is included in the capital asset, that is any right to control the management of Indian company or any other right shall also be treated as capital asset. So if this is the purview of the capital asset, then I think there is no need to make a video on capital asset, because it's as simple as everybody knows it, what is asset, what is property. But the basic purpose of making this video is to go in detail with the exception of this definition. And the first exception is, if the property or assets which we have discussed earlier is of commercial goods, that assets would not be treated as capital asset so far as income tax purpose is concerned. The second one, movable assets of personal effects, means those movable assets that we use in a personal capacity, that is car, furniture, TV, etc. If you sell it, there would be neither capital loss nor capital gain. But again, there is exceptions that following items, even if you are using as a personal effect, shall not be treated, or you can say, even if you are using the following assets of personal effect, it will be treated as capital asset. Of course, on the second point, I had discussed that the assets which are of personal effects, that would not be treated as capital asset. But here we say that even if the following items are treated as personal effect, but it would be treated as capital asset. There is no exemption upon these type of assets. The drawing, painting, jewelry for personal use, if it is, then it will be treated as capital asset. It means if you sell it and if you gain or loss, that will be computed while you calculate the income. The next one, agricultural land. As we know, agricultural land and income of agricultural land is exempted from purview of the income tax. So agricultural land is beyond the purview of the capital asset, but there are certain conditions fulfilling of which only shall be treated as agricultural land, otherwise it will be treated as capital asset. And what are those conditions? The first the conditions are mentioned upon two bases: the distance from the periphery of the municipality or cantonment, and the second one is the population of the municipality or cantonment. It says that if agricultural land is situated within 2 kilometers from the periphery of those municipality or cantonment whose population is more than 10 lakh to 1 lakh, would be treated as capital asset. It means if the agricultural land is situated beyond 2 kilometers of the periphery of those municipality or cantonment whose population is more than 10,000 to 1 lakh. The next parameter is, the distance parameter is 6 kilometer and population parameter is more than 1 lakh to 10 lakh. The third one, the distance parameter is 8 kilometer and population is more than 10 lakh. I again repeat, this is most confusing. Under normal circumstances, agricultural land shall not be treated as capital asset. But what type of agricultural land? It depends upon the place where it is situated. And these situations, this place is being decided whether that agricultural land would be treated as capital asset or not, depend upon two things. The first one, the distance parameter, and the second one is population of the municipality. I again repeat, the agricultural land, if it is situated within 2 kilometers of the periphery of those towns or municipality whose population is more than 10,000 to 1 lakh, it would be treated as capital asset. It means if it is beyond 2 kilometers of those towns, it will not be treated as capital asset. And accordingly, the second category, the distance parameter is 6 kilometers. Population wise, it is more than 10,000, more than 1 lakh to 10 lakh. And the third one is distance wise, it is 8 kilometers. And the population parameter is more than 10 lakh. One more important thing is to note that this distance is the shortest aerial distance. It is not the distance by road or by any communication. The next, the different gold bonds: 6.5% gold bond 1977, 7% of 1980, some national defense gold bonds issued in 1980. If you sell these bonds, there would be no capital gain or loss. Special bearer bonds, gold deposit issued by central government, deposit certificates issued under gold monetization scheme 2015. So friends, I think now it is very clear that what is capital asset for the purpose of income tax, for the purpose of calculating capital gain or capital loss. फ्रेंड्स, यदि ये वीडियो आपको पसंद आया होगा तो इसे लाइक करें, इस पर कमेंट भी करें जिससे कि मैं आने वाले वीडियो में कुछ इंप्रूव कर सकूं। और यदि आपने अभी तक मेरा चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो इसको सब्सक्राइब भी करें। थैंक यू वेरी मच। गुड डे।